Give me just a moment. OBS has been fighting me all evening. I'll be with you all in just a few seconds. And there we go. Salutations, class, and welcome back. Monday evening, as you all know, is our reserved day for Pokemon Legends Arceus, which we can jump into immediately. I don't think we need to fluff up our introduction to this week. I hope all of you have had a wonderful weekend in the absence here. Welcome, Original and Michael. Hope you both have had a wonderful evening, and so far a wonderful Monday. Let's see, you've got a little quest for us. Those clothes you were wearing when you first came to the village. Right, Arceus. Yeah, I only heard that from like the movie promotions like 10 years ago. It's been such a long time. Yeah, Arceus. I'll see if I can remember that. The name doesn't actually come up very often. So I end up forgetting that. Thank you for the reminder, though. I can't describe to you the shock they gave me. It's as if I got a glimpse of the future. There's no mistaking it. You're passionate about fashion, aren't you? Or fashionate, you could call it. I see. Well, I have the duty of making this village more fashionable, too. Let us study fashion together. You're part of the Survey Corps, am I right? Please, I ask that you lend me your talents. I've been told that hippopotas, which can be found around the Crimson Mirelands, have different appearances based on their gender. I feel like if I were able to see and compare them, it would inspire me to create new designs for my clothing. Please, could you show me both a male and a female hippopotas? Noted. Must mean we have a new area we unlock very soon. Just came from a VOD from a Phonon player. Interesting. I still haven't actually looked at that game to pick it back up. I am, however, going to be trying to work on practicing my Tekken. As we have, instead of Guilty Gear stream this Friday, we'll be doing Tekken instead. Just to shake things up a bit. Some requests posted on the blackboard. A rather strange Ponyta. You must investigate the matter for the good of science. There are no other requests. Eunice is pretty good, actually. Even though it's, got bad netcode, that's really the only thing I'd say that prevents me from playing it. If I spend enough time, I'd probably be able to find a character I love. Welcome, Tanjiro. Good evening to you. You there, valued customer. Wouldn't you rather I had more wares for you to choose from? More stuff is good. That it would. Unfortunately, Tao Hua refuses to provide me with any new goods to offer. He won't listen to a word I say, so would you try to persuade him for me? I'm sure you'll get somewhere if you bring him some hearty grains as a token of goodwill. 2 or 3 stocks ought to do it, but I'd make it 3 just to play it safe. I think it might be good to turn on a number of these quest objectives, as I might lose my way in between. What's this guy got? Yeah, I know, Furt. He's been in here a few times, but I think only for the Pokemon streams.
Hey, sport. Interest you in some target practice? All you've got to do is lob some balls and try to pop some balloons. Easy peasy, fun and breezy.
Pocket characters are Hyde and Wagner. Interesting choices. Very well-rounded.
Even got some fine prizes lined up to give out, depending on how well you do. If you manage to break 10,000 points, you'll be in for a real treat. I can tell you that.
Well, yeah. Person who named himself after Pokemon is very likely going to be here for just the Pokemon streams. Welcome, James. Welcome.
If you're up for a challenge, you just let me know. I'm usually to be found in the practice field.
So, further out back. And another request. Oh, you're the boy from the Survey Corps, aren't you? Thank goodness you came along. Could I ask you to fetch a plant for me? I need to use it to make some medicine. The plant I'm after has 3 leaves and it tastes bitter enough to make you dizzy. Unfortunately, I don't know where it grows. Try asking Anise from the Medical Corps. She'll be able to point you in the right direction. What's my team looking like so far? I think it's been mostly the same as it was from the prior stream. Yeah, Dewata as the starter, Marky, James here helping us as a Sylveon. Have Ponyta, Luxio. I did pick up a Scyther is one of my favorites. And Geodude. There's quite a few members of this team that are relatively replaceable. That'll happen as we find more of my favorites, or possibly better types to balance around. At the beginning, we mostly have kind of monotypes to deal with. You said practice fields, that would be out back here, right? Ah, I think that's him. Yeah, that's actually one thing I was interested in, was seeing what Cleavor was all about.
Line up lots of targets, pop a lot per ball. Practice, practice, practice. And be the best of all. If you manage to break 10,000 points, you'll be in for a real treat. I can tell you that. What do you say, sport? Up for a challenge?
Sure. Usually with these cases, we'll have to figure out things for a first round, and then go in a second time. Ah, it's one of those challenges. Ah, this is gonna be a little weird playing with a delay. Also, the arc just goes slightly above the crosshair, I see. Oh wait, do we already have 10,000 points? We've already broken the record. Ah, the delay makes this so weird. It's like a third of a second, it feels like. I am essentially streaming a stream, as I'm not playing it live on my 3DS. Then again, I guess this is relatively comparable to if I was playing, say, Smash Brothers on a TV. Simple enough. Yes, King of Fallen Fire, I remember you. Welcome back. Uni's gonna have to have some casual games before the actual tournament starts. Oh, come on, Original. Uni isn't that bad.
Your score this time was 23,300 points. Now isn't that something? You've set yourself a record. Well done. Like I said, I've got prizes lined up to give out depending on how well you do. Based on your score this time, here's a prize just for you.
What's the real Ooh! Great balls! Excellent. What's the next prize? Sent to your storage since there is no room for it. We might want to rearrange our storage before we head back out. Yeah, I should really hit up my locals nowadays. Wonder if they'll be open up for Rev 2. I could get practice back in my favorite Guilty Gear. Well, obvious, Original. Those great balls are pretty great. And anything that has a flat boost to my Pokeball strength without having any sort of weird conditions or drawbacks is always welcome. King of Fallen Fire, you really don't need to be here before the stream started. We were also about 5 or so minutes late. OBS has been fighting me all evening. Had to redo the whole stream key and a bunch of stuff. Now, what can we get rid of most? Move you. We can use that and then free up that inventory space. Ooh, rare candy. That's also usable. You know what? Let's actually get those items that can be sold and do exactly that. I don't think we need to worry about you, or you, or you for now. And while we're at it, we might use a bit of our excess money and get ourselves a couple of extra inventory spaces. I got some great balls if you wanted to see. I don't see any problem with it whatsoever. Right, you're the general store, correct? Here we go. Oh, we don't even need to have them in our bag. Sell that, sell these. Who needs a level? I think we might want to save that for whenever we know someone who's about to level up. James, you're always a part of the team, so I'll always make sure to make you as strong as possible. Voice hasn't warmed up yet. Suppose it's time for a spot of tea. I am almost at 200. I think we might be able to get there before the end of the month. Which actually sets me ahead of a lot of plans I had. Yeah, voice hasn't warmed up a bit. Still cracking here and there, but... It's just been kind of a weird day. Spring doesn't agree with me very well, makes it very difficult for me to breathe.
Oh ho, if it isn't the Survey Corps recruit who quelled the Lord of the Woods. Here is Troy's errand boy, are you? Don't waste your breath. I've got nothing to sell to him in his store anyway. Now go on, scurry. Pestering me for goods when I'm already tearing my hair out trying to get hearty grains. Oh, that hurt.
Alright, Xander, if you gotta appeal to Zoomers, you gotta do it.
Sheesh!
I hate... You know, Zoomer lingo is hit or miss. Like, half the words you guys say is hilarious and amazing, but... there's like 2 or 3 of those words that... Horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Alright, Xander. Sell your soul for views. Hardy grains? Where exactly are we getting those? Probably in the next area. Okay, there are way too many side quests in... If we stock up on them, we will have a good direction for when we actually start getting out there. What'd you find in the woods? Thing I saw was a will-o'-the-wisp. A ball of bright red fire. When I was walking on one step windswept run the other night. It leaps at me like, woo. At it again with the story, huh? Don't listen to her, mister. My big sis always gets carried away in her fairy tales. Oh, for goodness sake, I'm not making it up. I saw that will-o'-the-wisp with my own 2 eyes. Oh yeah? Then why don't you show it to me? Heh, good luck with that. Ball of bright red fire. It's so frustrating you won't believe me. I honestly did see one. Say, you're with the Survey Corps, right? And I hear you're quite the prodigy. I bet you could easily catch a will-o'-the-wisp. Do you think you could catch the one I saw and bring it back here? A bizarre red flame. Let's actually turn on the guide for basically every one of these. I'm a slayer of dragons, an ender of martial artists. I fear no mon. But that thing, it scares me. Left to the bathroom to wash your face because you laughed and got some of your drink on your face. It's not the problem. You were moving close to the mirror to be more accurate and banged your head on it. Now there's a red spot on your forehead. Serves you right, original. Oh hey, survey guy. Know what you need to do to be a super awesome member of the galaxy team? Well, obviously intelligence is how we get far in here. Oh wow. My head is covering up the subtitles very often. Can I scoot over here? Is that good enough? Nope. I mean, I guess that's also important, but you need to have a partner Pokemon. With a great partner Pokemon backing you up, you'll be as strong as 100 people. Welcome, Jeffy. Thank you for the apple, although the roleplay is not necessary. Might actually adopt that as a new rule. It's a little weird to respond to. I'm not sure how much of the stream should be in character, or if it's just aesthetics to apply to a regular stream. I know there's quite a few VTubers who are entirely in character. But, I'm not certain where the character ends and the real me begins. Streaming's weird. I'm doing quite well this evening, Jeffy. No role-playing, please. Well, yeah, I am in character, but I'd like to keep the energy of the stream relatively straightforward.
Back in my days, Survey Corps members fought monsters with their bare hands.
I wish I had bare hands. Let's go find a nursery. I really want to catch a Pokemon of my own someday. Though I've been throwing balls to get my aim spot on. Now I'm ready to practice with real Pokeballs. I bet you have loads of them since you're in the Survey Corps and all. Do you think you could give me just 5 of your Pokeballs? Please? What did I miss? I feel like I missed something in the chat. Sure, go ahead, take 5. And then he's gonna ask for 10, isn't he? Now I can catch a partner Pokemon on my own. Here's a reward just for you, some grit dust. It was super hard to collect, so I hope you like it. Finally listen to Storyteller, so you can see how all your friends keep saying you just got storytellered. Welcome, Taco. Child is gonna get snatched by a balloon. Indeed. I want to know more about what it does. If you want to know more about what it does, you can ask Captain Zisu. She knows all about it. Well, I guess we get to buff up the Pokemon just a little bit more. James can hog them all. It looks like we don't actually have to distribute them into specific stats. We can kind of just raise all of them, it looks like. Drifblim and Drifloon both kidnap children. Nice glasses. Oh my, you know, you remind me somehow of my grandmother. Must be the spectacles. She was always so friendly with her Pokemon, just as you seem to be. I feel that same aura from you, as if you could become true friends with the Pokemon. I'd be interested in seeing how friendly you are with the Pokemon you carry with you. I hope you'll come show me sometime. James is indeed unstoppable. Almost all stats ready. Show a Pokemon with which you have a strong enough bond to satisfy. Well, first thing to try would be the starter, right? Look how pleased it is to be traveling with you. You've a true friend here, I can tell. My grandmother is precisely like you, the type of person who could understand the minds and hearts of Pokemon. I grew up watching how she interacted with them, so I have a bit of a knack for sensing how compatible a person and a Pokemon are. Yeah, it was kind of a weird name. I should play more King of Fighters. Don't think I've booted that up really since launch day. If you'd like me to, you can keep on coming to show me your Pokemon. I'd be happy to inform you oh, literally just the friendship checker, but... Do we have much interaction with that mechanic in this game? Doesn't feel like it so far. That mission over there would be when we get the, herbs or whatever it was. Hearing reports of one of those mass outbreaks out there. Ooh, a mass outbreak of Pikachu. Interesting. Now, there is something in there about a Ponyta, which will probably be at the very start of the area. I agree, Original. It always struck me as weird. Oh, get that mouse off my screen. How long has that been there? Always struck me as odd that, you couldn't catch a Pokemon that fainted. A medicinal leak, different. Unfortunately, Tanjiro, I do not watch anime, despite what you'd expect of an anime-style Vtuber. I play a lot of weeb games, but in terms of anime itself, I don't really watch it. So I know nothing about Demon Slayer. Who the heck? Oh. That is a big Shinx. Level 19! Actually quite fearsome. And you probably have something like Ice Fang, so we might want to wait. No, it's even more odd. The fact that Team Rocket tries to steal Pikachu even though he's bound to a Pokeball, so you can't actually capture him since he has Ash's signature. This is shown when Dawn tried to catch him at the start of Diamond and Pearl. Interesting. Hey, Tanjiro, no need to worry about asking those questions. I'm happy to answer any questions you might have. Only issue is, I just am not going to know anything about anime. EXP candy. Curious. If we are going to be fighting Shinxes, though, it would be good to have a Geodude out and ready. At least get this one off my back. I put like 7 cubes of ice in that glass. How is it still hot? I'm from the south. I'm not supposed to have warm tea. It's supposed to be ice cold. Now, if I remember correctly, there was an Alpha Ponyta somewhere towards the left on the way end. There's a regular Ponyta right there. I'm actually a pretty big fan of Digimon, although I don't regularly keep up with the games so much anymore. Aesthetically, though, I love Digimon designs. Last game I really played, though, was Digimon World Dawn, and that one was wild, actually. I love that one. One of my better Mon experiences altogether, I'd say. Ah, a level 40 Rapidash. This might have been a yep, this was a very bad idea. Come back to me, Daywat. Perhaps Team Rocket has the technology to imbibe Pokemon from the previous owners, perhaps something similar to what Mewtwo did in the movie. That basically was the entire plot of Pokemon Coliseum, right? You had the whole there was Team Snag'em or something like that. And they had that little glove that would power up your Pokeballs to be able to steal Pokemon. I know everyone here has some sort of kindergarten experience where they have some kid on the playground who keeps trying to impress you with fake stories about finding secrets in video games. I had one friend who told me you actually have the ability to join Team Rocket in Red and Blue, and then you'd be able to steal people's Pokemon. That one, at least I knew wasn't true. Plot of Coliseum was that they had special dark balls that stole Pokemon and made them go insane. Interesting. That's what the whole shadow mechanic was, right? I was already way past that in my playthrough, so I didn't actually have, I didn't, like, go back to test it out or anything, or restart, but I had the whole, oh, I've already beaten the game, so I'm not gonna go back and delete my save file just to check. Given that I was a dumb kid, there wasn't really a way for me to, spare the time in one unsaved session to go back through and get up to, Nugget Bridge, I think, is where you have your first encounter. Mario vs. Sonic. No, but I did get into a Master Chief vs. Samus argument. I don't think I had any... I didn't really have any interaction with the Sonic the Hedgehog series until I was like 10 or 11. Beforehand, I did have some marginal knowledge about Mario stuff, but unfortunately... Okay, you want to hear the tragic backstory? The tragic villain Xander backstory is that, as I've said a number of times before, I grew up out in the middle of nowhere. And so cut off from, like, peers in... Like, you'd have neighbors in a neighborhood or something like that. And that would just help word spread a lot easier. I didn't even know what Nintendo was until I was like 8 or 9. And that would have been slightly after the 2000s. Really? Mime Jr. What a find. So, the tragic Xander backstory here is that I didn't have a Nintendo 64. And so I didn't get to play any of those games with it. Ah, you left. I was just trying to set it up for the catch. Yeah, I didn't actually... I knew what Pokemon was, but I didn't own any Nintendo consoles or anything like that. Yeah, but I hear lots of tales about just how versatile and creative the selection was for the Nintendo 64. It looks like we don't have a weird Ponyta over here. Let's see. Missions and requests. there is something. There it is. You know what? Let's turn on guide. Oh, we can only do it for one at a time. Oh, we have to speak to him to hear about it. Darn it. Well, in that case... Really, are we in the wrong spot? Do we just have to go back in? Ah, let's head back to the camp. I got distracted trying to keep up. Yeah, I'd like to head back. Got a little bit more research on Shinx. But we shouldn't have... yeah, only 10 points of progress. Let's return to the village since apparently there's something we have to do here still. Melee, CVS 2, Twilight Princess, Budokai 2, that was about it. I had a GameCube, I didn't have a Nintendo 64. What is your ammunition on Pokemon vs. Digimon? Original? I'd actually say that I do have a strong bias towards Digimon myself. I think they get a lot more creative with their designs. And they do tend to try more, it seems. Pokemon's mostly stuck to the same formula up until Legends Arceus. You know at least one Digimon that will solo. And who would that be? Alright, that's too many prefixes and suffixes for me to recognize that one. Is that one from one of the TV shows or movies? I only played like a few of the games. Horseshoe Plains, and a weird different Ponyta here. Right. So... no, it's minus. Oh, I see. Those icons that look different aren't making a distinction between main quests and side quests. It's making a distinction between the one that you're tracking and everything else. From a manga. Well, yeah, a cheat code mon's definitely going to solo everything else. Though something that is kind of meta-exploitative towards Digimon mechanics. Interesting idea. Head up these little stairs here. Let's see just what's going on in here. Oh right, the person that everyone thought was my mom. So it's come to Ursaluna as well. Wait a minute. Do we get an Ursaring evolution? Or an alternate evolution here? Interesting. This suggests that even Pokemon that are not nobles that can become frenzied. I've received no word from Adamon or Irida, but this is not something we can simply ignore. In any case, you have my thanks, Miss Arazu. You did well to inform us of Ursaluna's situation. No problem. Adamon's got his hands full running our clan and all, and Ursaluna's warden wouldn't even give me the time of day. So the Galaxy team are the only ones I could turn to about this. Yeah. Ursaluna's warden is Mistress Kalava of the Pearl Clan, is it not? Of all the wardens, she is bound by the most narrow-minded... bound by tradition. She likely does not take kindly to outsiders meddling in her affairs. I have a new mission for you, Xander. I order you to study Ursaluna in the Crimson Mirelands. I permit you to show your strength if necessary. Well, we are gonna wrestle a bear with our bare hands. Lucimon's Satan mode. I've seen a number of the other different Lucimons. Next area you'll be sent to investigate is the Crimson Mirelands. You will find the Pokemon living here to be more fearsome than those in the Obsidian Fieldlands. Even the landscape itself is harsher, with steep ravines and seaside cliffs. It is not welcoming. At your current rank, you should be able to handle the Crimson Mirelands on your own. Here's what you need to know. Your destination is a place within the Mirelands known as... Monday. Known as the Salutations Ruins. That is where you'll find Ursaluna's warden. Yeah, it's been so long that I'm not going to remember a lot of the alternate forms that most of these guys have. But the games were so fun too. Rare stuff, you say? Sells items you won't find at the general store, and nothing in here I have an immediate interest in. Lucemon Satan Road and Ulforce Vidramon versus Mega Mewtwo Y and Arceus. This does kind of bring up an interesting question, given the fact that Digimon are all essentially held to the rules of the digital world. How is that supposed to interact with Pokemon which are, in their own universe, part of the real world? So the whole... oh, they've appeared in the real world before. Shows how out of the loop I am with that series, then. Oh, hello, Xander. I was just getting the itch to battle with you, and now here you are. It must be a sign. I've got a mission. You can just tell her now. Let's have a fine battle so I can grow closer with Pikachu. Shonen Tamers, through a wormhole they can interact with the real world. You've picked up a different friend since last we fought, although I have a feeling I might be over-leveled for this. Slightly. Yeah, give him the old bread and butter. He wasn't ready for it. No electric? Oh, well, there it is. Let's play into our knowledge of type advantages. You know, it's so weird. All the Pokemon in Gen 1, like the Geodude line, the Onix line. Was there anything else? I remember just the overabundant... Oh, right. Rhyhorn and Rhydon. Why didn't they make them rock and ground 3 times? I did the Kai B&B, which would be about 4 different buttons. Can't imagine breaking up a sweat there. I keep finding myself caught up in observing the way the Pokemon use their moves. Well done, you two. Pikachu may not be very happy with me after that. Well, of course, you didn't teach him Grass Knot. Thank you for battling with me. Here, have this new recipe. Stealth Spray. That definitely helps us hide from Pokemon, I'd imagine. So I've been working on studying those strange space-time distortions. You know the ones I mean? They've been appearing here and there lately. You mean the one over the mountain? It seems they hold wonderful items, but frightfully strong Pokemon too. If you plan to go into one, be careful about it. Now, time to head to the Mirelands camp. Ah, all the way over here. We don't have very many different landscapes then, do we? Monday is killing me. Yeah, I'm wondering why Geodude is rock and ground. Like, Onix, I can get being rock and ground. Rhyhorn and Rhydon, though, I don't think they all have to be rock and ground. Remoraid turning into an octopus. Yeah, evolutions are pretty weird in Pokemon as well. Like, Trapinch evolving into an actual dragon. That's based off of, Antlions turning into... Do antlions grow wings? I actually don't know about that one. I know Trapinch is supposed to be an antlion. Oh, they do grow wings. Well, that makes sense then. Still doesn't make sense that it turns into an actual dragon. Oh, antlions become dragonflies. Duh. Just the larval form. Well, glad we figured that one out. I suppose the whole dragon thing is excusable then, for the sake of the pun itself. You know what upsets me? We never got a Mega Yanmega, 1 for the joke, and 2, so that we could have a dragonfly that was actually a bug dragon type. Aw. You don't like antlions, do you? We just hide in the sand and wait for something to take a good bite out of. Someone hasn't played Terraria.
Here we are, my boy, the Crimson Mirelands, an area teeming with poison-wielding Pokemon, and plenty of others besides.
Don't like bugs in general. Understandable. For the longest time, I actually hated June bugs, as when tiny Xander was getting on the bus at like 5 a.m., because elementary school buses run that early. I was 5 or 6, and a June bug just flew out of the grass and latched onto my neck. And you know, those guys have little thorns on their legs to help them stick to surfaces. That made me very uncomfortable for years to follow. A June bug. It's kind of a beetle, isn't it? Yeah, it's a beetle. Yeah, they usually hide around in the grass in summer, are nocturnal, and looks like they don't have anything specific that keeps them apart from most other bugs. Still, though, feeling those tiny needles square in the middle of the back of my neck, kept me hating them for a long time. Where's mine? Ah, he's sleeping in the clothes basket. That's where my cat is. I heard about your mission, Xander. If you're looking for the Salutations ruins, they're off that way. Interesting little gate here. I'm gonna need more ice for that tea. For now, I'll keep searching for the space-time distortions. There's little way of knowing when or where one might appear, but I'll do my best. It would sure be handy if my map could tell me. A little overworld event, an instance of sorts.
I'm counting on you both to carry out your survey work as best you can. Be mindful of your limitations as well, won't you? If wild Pokemon are giving you trouble, I suggest you go to the training grounds and have Captain Zitsu teach your Pokemon some strong moves.
Captured your cat a few minutes ago and gave him a kiss. He proceeded to slap you and jump off to God knows where. Yep, that's cats for sure. Ooh, Budu. Actually one of my favorites. Give him a good old-fashioned. Wonderfully done. And another one. Is this that 3-leaf plant that was meant? No. That is way more than 3 leaves. Whatever the heck that's used for. Psyduck again as a redundancy. Ooh. That's, Carnivine. Been a long while since I've seen one. Oh, wait, you're already aggressive. Let's, fix that. If I could be a Pokemon, which would I be? I might have a different answer if I gave the question a bit more thought, but the first one I want to say off the top of my head is Metagross, because then I'd finally be able to be a computer. Also, Metagross is my second favorite Pokemon, behind Zapdos. Just get a little bit of EXP there. Just Paris over here, too. Metagross, yeah. You know, for a game that's had such a, text-based interface for so long, it's so very hard to remember the pronunciation of these. I make weird pronunciations using whatever rules of the English language I can apply. Given how ambiguous the entire English language is, you can't blame me. Also, I didn't watch the show, so I didn't hear the pronunciations. Also, I drink iced tea, yes. It's a southern tradition. Tea is not meant to be enjoyed warm if you're from the south. Of course, that is made because of the fact that it's always so warm here regardless. A cold drink is what people will prefer in warm weather. Although me, I'm actually slightly ambiguous on that subject. Ah, yep, that's still very warm. Coffee being greater than tea. I'll have to say I'm finally finding an opportunity to outright flat disagree with you. Ugh, I hate coffee. Unfortunately, I had to have a lot of it when I was, doing that IT job. Over time, though, I managed to wean myself off of it. For a while, I actually was suffering caffeine withdrawal on Sunday mornings. Friday and Saturday weren't that bad. But Sunday morning rolled around, and I was actually getting the headaches from the lack of caffeine. Tangrowth. And presumably an alpha out here. Though I can't see... Yep, that one is very angry. So we got kind of a marsh area for the second place. The second area being a swamp, huh? Sounds a little cliche. I'd rather have a desert. But now, is there a way for you to attack without KOing? Ah, well done. Not well done. You'll be okay, Z. This isn't going to last very long. See if you can chuck one of these at it. Back, all you drink is cold water and cool soy milk with exactly 1 spoon of sugar. Better watch out of for those cats, Original. They're very, very tough. Ah, there's the hardy grains. Really, Tangela is aggressive. You wouldn't think it is. Oh wait, I didn't mean to just throw a Pokeball, I meant to throw. God, the fact that you can see its eyes are just hexagons from this distance. The Switch doesn't have much processing power at all, does it? It's embarrassing how far behind Nintendo is. Hell, this still looks like a game you'd find on the Wii. Now, we're out of space. Is there anything we can get rid of reasonably immediately? Ah, here we go. Give you to Scyther to help you catch up. And we'll need 3 of those. We'll probably find more right around here. Ah, Countervine wants to fight. It feels kind of weird. Why do they keep making forgettable single evolution Pokemon? Carnivine's something that I forgot about pretty quickly after Diamond and Pearl. Breath of the Wild did better and it wasn't even designed for the Switch. Yeah, I blame it on Game Freak. They've had it too easy for too long. Repeating the same formula again and again and again and getting away with it. Ooh, speaking of dragonflies. A Sootfoot root. Interesting. Ooh, Krogunk. That'll be fun. Now, let's see if you're scared or aggressive. Flame Wheel should do enough, but hopefully not KO. Oh, please survive. Perfect. And a toss to one of these. Who the heck has cinnamon with tea? You'd rather have tea with a sandwich than coffee. Yeah, absolutely. I enjoy my boiled leaf juice. As opposed to bean sludge. Original's upset. Haha, gotcha. What? No, you don't see me. You don't see me at all. Uh-oh. Ah, that's not gonna work while you're enraged. Oh, wow, that still hurts. Do I have to, like... Do I have an antidote, or do I not have any Pecha berries? I hope I'm not about to die. Oh, no, we're good. Oh yeah, water's wonderful. I just find it gets a bit bland and redundant again and again and again. Hello there. Who's good against ghosts? I know Luxio has Bite. It's really the only potentially advantageous matchup we might have. Drum roll, please. Nice. Water with blood. That just gets you thinned out blood. Blood's already mostly water. You're not going to make much of a difference there. Uh-oh. Carnivine looks hungry. Gonna give me that victory bell treatment if I let him. Do it again. Bonk him right in the head. If it's just water room temperature, it's fine. I think that's fine. I usually do it slightly cool, like 1 ice cube. I don't like cold water, because then it hurts my teeth. Though, usually for exercise, I'll just get room temperature water anyway. Since if I'm outside, it's not going to stay cold very long, is it? Who the heck spotted me? See if we can get up here. And there was a little... yeah. There's another little wisp right here. Ah, and another one on the cliff over there. There are 19 remaining in the area. So we do have a lot of Korok seeds to go searching for. Right now, I'm just trying to see if we have anyone new and interesting to catch. So far, really only Grogunk's been interesting enough. A poison fighting type. It's very different. Clock Tower's a classic, though I haven't played it yet. We have inadvertently ended up at our destination. Real quick. Excellent. Filters is only acceptable cold. You know, that makes sense. Space-time distortion? But where? Over the place with a little thunderstorm over here. Gee, it's really not gonna tell me, is it? I guess we can go take a look. You know, I forgot about our mounts until now. This is a very bad idea. Why is it that video game characters always drown so easily? Ah, they're not gonna let me get away with that either. For a goat that's not a goat, a deer that's allegedly supposed to be able to scale every cliff. Shortness has nothing to do with buoyancy. It's about density. Ah, this looks to be the direction we're going. Though I am still curious. Is this the space-time distortion over here? I'll rummage my way around. Nope, I am not involved with this whatsoever. You can't make me. I didn't do anything to disturb you whatsoever, you fiend. Not interested in the Krogunks for now. Graveler, interesting find. That should mean our Geodude should be able to evolve soon. Ah, no Pokeballs from horseback. Disappointing. Ah, there's a hippopotamus. That is one thing I know we're looking for. Male, and I know the females are a sort of dark gray color, I believe. Welcome back, Michael. And welcome, Ajoy. We have a quest. Hello there. You're the Survey Corps child who quelled the Lord of the Woods, are you? Think you could help me with setting up our new base camp? We're making one up by the bogs. Our Odo could use someone as capable as you. He's a fresh construction corps recruit, still learning the ropes. Yeah, Texas Showdown. I really have no idea when I'm actually going to participate in any sort of a real-life tourney. Just wanted to pop in before you have to go to the real class. Well, thank you, Ajoy. Always absolutely delighted to see you. Of course. I'll see if I can fit it into my schedule. Well there, keep your distance I'd keep your distance if I were you. Just look at those bothers. They're taking up the spot where I was going to set up a base camp. One stunky would be a headache, but this little group is a full-blown migraine. Maybe I can get someone else from the team to handle this. Someone good at battling. Oh, it's just casuals. Well, I might have to take a look. Are you sure you're up to this, though? They stink something fierce. I've been to one Smash tourney, and I survived. Alright, Z, take care of him. Yeah, I've noticed everyone seems to be so focused on how I beat Cleavor Lord of the Woods. This could be a problem. Luckily, we have ourselves a type advantage. There we go. Put that resistance to work. Oh boy. See, why can't we use 3 of our own? It's not fair. It's not fair at all. Ah, glad to hear that, Decursion. Hope you have a wonderful week ahead of you. Fine, give him a little chop. Damn. Also, so many of the arbitrary limits you'd find in these games. Like, okay, why can't I have more Pokemon out? Especially since I'm fighting 3 of them. Silly. Too silly. Alright, Scyther, you better handle this one. Wait, Buck's not very effective against poison. Oh, wait! But they are already dark types, they're not just poison types. I knew Skuntank was dark, but I didn't know that Skunky was also dark. I suppose I should pay attention, they do give us little indicators. Hell yeah. Yeah, they give us the type matchup indicators. Well done, Scyther. Carrying the team as always. You weren't kidding. You've got talent. And your Pokemon were so brave, too. I can't believe you handled all three Stunky all by yourself without getting smelly. Thanks to you, we can set up get the base camp set up now. Hold on a minute. Ha! We survived the Smash Tourney. Actually, Smash Tourneys smell way worse than skunks. Actually smell like death. There's not a whiff of Stunky here either. Stop by anytime. In fact, I say I might as well make use of it right now. This makes the second base camp for us to use in the Crimson Mirelands. Perhaps some Stunky will pop by for fun and games sometime, eh? Wouldn't that be a treat? Pull in and get ourselves a little rest here. Perfect time for a posture check. And we're off once again. Although that is actually an hour in, I think I'm gonna go ahead and pick myself up a little bit more tea. So, take 5 everyone. I'll be back in just a few. And he returns. Pick up the Joy-Cons and resume. What would you think if Game Freak released a spin-off game with a with a primary focus on Pokemon as friends or pets and not as battle partners? What's with the sparkle here? I would say absolutely yes. Tell me, James, have you played Sonic Adventure 2? Or either of the Sonic Adventures? And if you have, you know exactly where I will be going with this. How do we get over there? I imagine we can't climb on those mountains. We might be able to get something with a running jump. Ooh, Teddy Ursa! Which means that, Ursaluna is pretty obviously going to be something that we end up with. What's with the music? Hasn't been popping up too often. But yeah, I spent hundreds of hours in the Chow Garden. Absolute favorite mechanic of mine. Yep, we definitely cannot jump far enough. No space-time continuum break for us then. Disappointing. We'll continue on with the main story then, I suppose. Yeah, I spent so much time in the Chow Garden. And accordingly, just any sort of a, Oh. What's this? A little side quest completed. I would help. In the mainline Pokemon games, I actually did spend a lot of time with the breeding mechanics. And if I were actually, like, in the Pokemon universe, I'd either be a Pokemon professor or probably a breeder. And to that extent, a lot of the, any sort of like the pet raising games and all that stuff, those are definitely the kind of games I enjoy. And if we had something that let you just chill out and vibe with your Pokemon, I'd absolutely be down for it. They've incorporated a few of those mechanics into the existing games just as well. Oh, whoops. Wrong trigger. I'm still not used to the controls in this game. Now, let's see about that quadruple weakness, shall we? Onyx is as fast as ever. It's kind of funny how wow! It's kind of funny that historically Onyx actually has just abysmal stats. You lose to rock-type moves, but Onyx might not have one yet. Get rid of the Stunky. Like them to go further with the pet aspect of the game, like they did the research aspect in this one. Yeah, more of those little, side games, like what we had in, the 6th and 7th generation. I don't know what they had included in Sword and Shield yet. This should get you out of the way. Damn. Wish I could do that. Had camping. Well, rollout is a problem, definitely. This time, let's try it with a Great Ball instead. Which should work if the regular Pokeball got us that close. Excellent. Sorry, Scyther. Oh, never mind. You'll get to survive. So, do we have anyone else that could stand up to you? I suppose Geodude might actually be the most physically defensive that we can use. But yeah, any sort of the pet mechanics, I'd absolutely love. In most of my games, I grow a very, very dear attachment to my Pokemon. Favorite generation was 5, and I think I remember that playthrough the best. Loved all of those Pokemon the most. In fact, that one was actually the game where I made myself a little challenge of thinking, hey, why don't I try to catch only the Pokemon that I intend to keep? Like the one, I wanted to limit myself to only the ones that I wanted to use. Which didn't work. I ended up having about only a single box full by the end. But anyone that I did catch, I did use in battle very, quickly. Ah, we didn't bring the revives. Welcome, Kayla! Where is that camp? There's that. Ah, there's the other one. Let's head back here and go ahead with our regular journey. Find our way into the Salutations ruins. Good evening, Kayla. Certainly wasn't as cute as petting Eevee in Let's Go, but it was something. I didn't play Let's Go either. That entire gap between Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon and Arceus right here, I completely neglected Pokemon. Kinda had a falling out with the series. Mostly because none of my friends actually wanted to do any Pokemon battles, which was, and still is, my main focus with the series. Who do we got here? Some old lady, it looks like. I'm Calaba of the Pearl Clan. Warden Calaba to you. Oh, now would you look at that? You have a Celestica flute. You must be the one they say fell out of the space-time rift. Yeah, that's absolutely my fault, I think. I see. I've already heard about you, that you quelled Cleavor in his frenzy. I'm sure many people were saved by your actions, but I wonder if there wasn't some other way to handle the situation. What you did is hardly different from bullying a Pokemon into submission, after all. And you run about catching up Pokemon in those little balls you carry. I don't need any help from your sort, or the Diamond Clan for that matter. That young lady, Arezu, offered to help, but associating with the Diamond Clan, it just won't do. Be on your way. There's much I must do, and I'd prefer not to be distracted any further. Welcome, Bruin. Good evening. I do like that they are kind of challenging the status quo here. The whole, hey, you've been catching Pokemon and Pokeballs for so long, but that's not the only option, and questioning just how favorable it is to the Pokemon, potentially. Hi, Xander. How about you show me the strength that could quell even a frenzied lord? Sure. A battle with you might let me experience even a fraction of the power the nobles wield. Let's begin. With totally not Cynthia. Good choice. I wish I could find a Togepi. Let's see, you're going to be a normal type. Ah, wait. The triangle means not very effective. Did they retroactively make Togepi a fairy? Well, I don't have any poison or steel, so onward with what we're already doing, then. Yeah, they did make Togepi a fairy. Who is it that I'm thinking of that started out normal and then turned into a fairy later on? I can't remember. If I do an agile aqua jet, does that let me attack immediately again? Aha! Well. Gibble. Yep, this is definitely supposed to be Cynthia. Well, for a dragon type, I think I know exactly who can help us here. Let it rip. Well done. Ah, only the two? Oh my. You're quite adept at instructing your Pokemon in battle. My goodness, that was fun. Ah, nothing for Daywat, but you are farther ahead than most of our Pokemon. Such prodigious strength. Now, let me just heal up your Pokemon. Well now, I think that settles it. I must ask your help in retrieving the stolen wall fragment. With your skill, it should be a cinch. Wait, stolen? Yes, exactly. Some bandits pillaged the Salutations ruins and made off with a fragment of the wall engravings. Have you not heard of the notorious misfortunes? I haven't played Skullgirls in forever. They're a trio of bandits that have even hit us Ginkgo Guild merchants more than a few times. Not the kind of regulars I like to have, let me tell you. Mistress Kalaba is doing everything she can to regain the fragment, but at 99 years old, it's a bit hard for her to chase leads all over the place. Oh, okay. Okay, short stream. We're gonna do this one for 2 hours. I don't think I've yawned on stream before. It's Monday. So, what do you say, kind sir? Why not help find the fragment for the warden? Oh, naturally, I'll be happy to lend you a hand. Those sisters swipe my wares too, and I'm no Ginkgo Guild merchant if I take that lying down. And far be it from me to let them just get away with vandalizing the precious ruins of this region. You know, I did see the remains of a campfire near the Mirelands camp. Perhaps worth checking out. I haven't played Sonic Adventure 2 in like... it must have been 5+ years. I can't remember the exact sounds they made. I just have a lot of, like, flashbulb memories of watching them crawl around before I knew that, hey, I have to feed them the little chaos drives that have the run stats in them to make them not crawl everywhere. Ah, classic. And there will be a Sonic Adventure 2 playthrough eventually. But we're a long way from there. Actually, maybe not. Might happen sometime next year. But at this rate, we're not going to be able to get enough games under our belt. I have no idea how people manage to do this for like 8 hours a day. Even more. Perhaps if it was part of a usual routine. I have been doing it for like 5 days a week for the past, how long has it been? It's been like 2 or 3 months that I've been doing this so regularly. To that end, actually, I would like to tell you all that I do plan on doing it a little bit lighter this week. I'm thinking I'll take Wednesday off. It's a burned out campfire. Somebody must have been here. Yeah, it's Monday. I am very sleepy today. Now who might you be? Not some stray traveler from the look of you. There's only one reason people go poking around out here in the middle of nowhere. You're after us three, aren't you? It's with the weird kabuki face paint. Sisters, we should introduce ourselves properly. Before we show this poor fool how wrong he was to assume he could ever beat us. I bring good luck to my sisters wherever I go, and ill luck to anyone who crosses our paths. I'm the eldest, and I'll be your unlucky charm. Thought you spotted a four-leaf clover? Well, I'll soon have you seeing double. I'm the middle sister, and I'm one clover you can't pick. Are they gonna do their Sentai stance? Heads, I win, and tails, you lose. You've got no chance in this game of fortunes. I'm the youngest, Coin, but I'm definitely not your good luck piece. Ah, LARPers. So, this is what groups of villain VTubers are like. We're the infamous bandit trio, the Misfortune Sisters. And your luck's just run out. Let me handle this, sisters. I'll only hurt him a little. Come on, Toxicroak. Let's douse this fool in poison. Bandit, Coin, challenged you to a battle. They're probably a soulmate with a Johnny sub. Now, abilities aren't a thing, so I shouldn't have to worry about dry skin in this game, right? Hit him with that agile Aqua Jet. Should get me one attack up front and let me attack again immediately. Ah, I don't have a different version of Water Pulse yet. I wonder what a strong style Aqua Jet can do. Nice damage. Water Pulse would probably be stronger. I imagine a fighting type like Toxicroak probably has a lot of physical defense. I'm not too fond of this outcome, but at least it's still better than plowing fields for the Galaxy team. Ah, Geodude can evolve. The Galaxy team continues to spoil things for me, even after I've left. Dry Skin, Kayla. That is a Pokemon ability, which, in the mainline series of games, Pokemon each have a specific ability that lets them do something different. For the case of, Toxicroak, it gets the Dry Skin ability, which makes it take extra damage from fire, but, heal itself when hit from water attacks. And that was the calculation I had to do there. Normally, Toxicroak doesn't take damage from water, but since this game doesn't use abilities, that's not going to be something I have to consider. Take the blasted fragment and go. Just leave us alone. Nothing would have stopped them from just running off, though, right? The weird writing on us make us think the stupid thing was some kind of treasure. But it turned out to be a worthless slab of junk. All that effort for nothing. Geodude evolves into Geobro. Tell me, why are you even seeking us out? What set you on this path? I guess either of these work, but I haven't met Ursaluna yet. Goodness, how selfless of you. To go so far out of your way for the sake of another. Not all of us have the luxury of offering such unthinking kindness to strangers. For some of us, simply surviving another day takes all that we have. And I've got a score to settle with the Galaxy team, which now includes you. Remember what those ancient verses tell us. Why is it, in days of spring, beneath the soft caress of the sun, the blossoms tremble and fall, spirits lashed by uncertainty? Uh-huh. Hold on, this one needs to be said with the shiny glasses. Your days are also numbered, Galaxy Fool. You'd think all three of them would try to fight, right? Guess they weren't very attached to this lab, were they? Are they the villain team full of shenanigans we'll have to deal with in this game? Oh, whoops, wrong path. Took the wrong turn at Albuquerque. Let's, try that one more time. Welcome back, King. Ah, I have to hold the run button. I see. Get our way in here. Good work. Very good work indeed, Xander. You got the fragment back safe and sound. I'm well aware of Kalaba's reputation. They say she's stubborn, too old-fashioned, and so on. But she's given the Pearl Clan all she has, ever since she was young. She lived her prime years here in the Hisui region, trusting in the guidance of Almighty Sinnoh. I'm a little sleepy today, King. I think I'll only leave this one up for another 20 minutes or so. It's a very sleepy Monday for yours truly. I don't think it's that she hates the Diamond Clan or the Galaxy team. Rather, I think she simply loves the Pearl Clan very, very much. Anyway, I hope you're able to calm Ursaluna's frenzy, Xander. A raging Pokemon in the area definitely isn't good for business, I assure you. Oh, so you've come to bother me again. Well, come as often as you like. But it won't change my mind. The thing about that, King, is I would like to try to go to sleep at my usual time. Keeping up a schedule is one of the most important parts. About waking up and falling asleep at the right time. If I fell asleep right after the stream, I'd wake up at like 4 a.m. and still be screwed over. What? You went and retrieved the fragment from those bandits? Why go out of your way for that, like that, for a complete stranger like me? I guess you're eager to calm Ursaluna, hmm? If possible. I don't think it's absolutely possible yet. Bears are particularly fickle. I'll admit, I didn't expect anybody else to truly care for Ursaluna. Well then, let's see that wall fragment. They almost look like unknown, so presumably, these are supposed to be some letters. Yeah, I'll get the sleep I need. And there we go. Good as new. All lives T-O-W? She's probably going to read it off to us. Yeah. So, yeah. All lives touch other lives to create something anew and alive. I see. I suppose it means people helping each other, like how you helped retrieve the fragment. I've read this passage many, many times, but this is the first time I've truly understood what it means. Maybe this is Almighty Sinnoh's guidance. What is your name then, boy? I see. Xander. Let me lend you your strength. Please lend me your strength, so that we may help Ursaluna. It's true that Ursaluna has become enraged, but he doesn't seem to be in another frenzy. I think he will return to his normal state if we can just give him some medicine. I could never bring myself to engage Pokemon in battle, but that's something I can rely on you for, am I right? Ursaluna prefers to stay on Sludge Mound. Please join me there when you're ready. And I think I just heard dinner get home. So, let's clean this up. Make this very, very quick. Right, we don't tap to run like in Elden Ring, which we will get back to sometime soon. It's amazing how the weeks fly by. Maybe I should do larger stream evenings. Perhaps once I get back into the hang of doing the coding stuff. Once I have a good engine up, I'd love to just spend very long streams just doing that. Here we are. Over here, Xander. Ursaluna is enraged, yes, but he must still recall his long relationship with the Pearl Clan. He never fails to show up the moment I play my Celestica flute. The recurring leitmotif over the course of the entire game. Ooh, that's a very big bear. Now, show your mettle to Ursaluna. But remember that Ursaluna is a Pokemon very dear to the Pearl Clan. I will not permit you to catch him. We got another boss battle, or... it just seems to be a regular battle. Not the big taming thing this time. That lowers attack, I believe. Yeah. See if we can get ourselves in an agile Aqua Jet. I love the design. So they're presumably a normal and ground, or a rock type, if they're weak to both water and fighting. Probably normal and ground. Yeah, I love the asymmetrical eyebrows. It's so funny. I also love that the eyebrows look like clouds, although I'm certain that is a necessary part of the design. Okay, normal and ground confirmed, since you're weak to Ice Fang, and not hit by Thundershock. So the only other super effective attack we have is Ice Fang from Luxio. Go get him, Tiger. Or Lion, more appropriately. Frostbite, huh? Different from the usual freeze effect. It's a slight damage over time. In that case, let's get Scyther to catch up. Just one Silver Wind should do the trick. Exactly. Little clouds in front of the full moon. Ursaluna, my poor darling, you must be exhausted from running around like that. Come, let me make you all better. Ah, shit, she's got the grandma cookies. I have here a special medicine of the Pearl Clan. It'll clear out any poison in a Pokemon's body. If poison's what's causing Ursaluna's rage, this is sure to calm him down. We call it
Toxigon.
Well, you know if the medicine tastes bad, then it works. It's so potent that we can only use it on tough, resilient Pokemon like Ursaluna. There, dear Ursaluna. You've calmed down now, haven't you? This is all very strange, though. He wasn't glowing. Very astute of you, Galaxy Team Recruit. You're exactly right. When you quelled Cleaver's frenzy, I could see the strange light rising into the sky all the way from here. But no such strange light erupted from Ursaluna after you defeated him, nor was he glowing. And what is this clinging to Ursaluna's coat? It seems like some kind of powder. That girl from the Diamond Clan, Rezu. Now, why did she, of all people, find the need to come and tell me about Ursaluna, I wonder? Oh, but I almost forgot something important. Play your Celestica flute for me, won't you? And here we go again. Indeed! Scyther's one of my longtime favorites, so we had to have one. Ursaluna opened his heart and learned well the sound of your playing. Receive the Earth Plate. Ursaluna is very good at finding things that are buried in the ground. We say that he's digging for treasure, even if these treasures might not always glitter or gleam. Now go and let your commander know of what transpired here, child of the Galaxy Team. You can now call Ursaluna and dig for treasure. When Ursaluna finds a spot that makes him react particularly strongly, you might find something very nice. Yeah, I was hoping we'd had a different sound. In fact, I think it would actually be kind of a cute little mini-game if we had to Ocarina of Time up a different tune for every mon that we wanted to summon. Ocarina of Time happens eventually too. I'm gonna have to go through all the classics. It's kind of funny, so many of my favorites I played here towards the beginning of my streaming career. I wonder if or how many of them we'll get to revisit sometime in the future. Seems like a relatively straightforward path to get over here. If you ever get bored, just take an easy to run game and squeeze every last frame out of it. Ah, yeah. Are you talking about a speedrun game, or... What would you be referring to in this case? Just an easy to beat, or an easy to beat multiple times sort of game? Hey there, you're that go-getter from the Survey Corps, right? I've a request for you if you got some time. I'd love to know more about a Pokemon called Roselia. It has these gorgeous red and blue flowers for hands. Such a graceful Pokemon. I'd often come to the Golden Lowlands to admire the Roselia, but just watching them from afar isn't enough for me anymore. Do you think you could complete Roselia's page in that Pokédex of yours and show it to me? A nice one to try sometime in the future. Let's see. Our next mission would be to head home, right? Yeah. Report to Commander. Oh, easy to run as FPS. Ah, yeah. Just take something simple. I don't know what my simplest game I have on here is. Probably would be some old, like, 240p fighting game. Those I can squeeze a lot out of. Xander, I think you've got something stuck to you. Ah, an unknown. I didn't know they were actually that flexible. I thought they were completely unmoving. Was that a Pokemon? Come to think of it, Volo did mention that there were carvings that resembled writing on the walls of the Salutations ruins.
But supposing that the Pokemon we just saw is a species with multiple forms, perhaps the carvings are actually the likenesses of this very Pokemon. I'm going to add a section specifically for that species to your Pokedex, Xander.
Unknown notes. Kind of funny.
What's this now? Letter-like markings seem to have appeared in this section I've just added. Was that your ARC phone I just heard? If your mysterious device is reacting to this new species, I wonder what that can mean.
Press the Y button while viewing the cover of your Pokédex to jump to your unknown research notes. By deciphering the cryptic symbols found in these notes, you can try to find all the unknown hiding throughout the region. Play some tic-tac-toe to get 9,000 FPS. You know, I could probably write a very, very optimized, like, ASCII tic-tac-toe interface. And that could definitely get in, like, hundreds of thousands of FPS. Although technically it would just be waiting for the next input, so it wouldn't have any background calculations to be making. Not until I input something myself. Ah, so unknown can't be fought, can they? Very different. Why don't we talk to Laventon? Get a little bit of a progress report. But a lovely bunch of Mons. Wow. And quite the reward, too. But how does this upgrade our ranking? Yep, we'll need way more levels on most of you. Who are we furthest behind on? Tangela. Interesting. Beautiful bit of progress. Let's go ahead and head back to the village. Ah, I miss Diamond and Pearl. Tic-tac-toe 2, Xander's Revenge. Xander always goes first, using the X's. With optimized perfect play AI, so at best you can only ever tie with him. There you are. You'd better hurry to the commander's office. Another 11 minutes of cutscenes, I'm sure. Dialogue to fill up an episode of your favorite TV cartoon. Speed our way upstairs, we gotta report to the commander. Although given the urgency there, we might have something a bit troublesome here. Xander, we have a situation here. Let me explain. Lilligant, our clan's Lady of the Ridge, is in a frenzy, and Arceus knowingly kept this from me. The final boss is the Turing machine. You have to play an indefinite game of tic-tac-toe until you win. However, the Turing machine always goes first, so you're stuck in a forever loop of tying again and again and again. The only winning move is not to play. Lilligant is one of my favorites. There are only female Lilligant, which makes this honored one our Lady of the Ridge. But this isn't the time for cultural lessons. I'd like to find out just what Arceus was thinking, but she's nowhere in Jubilife Village. Last I saw, she was at the Wallflower, polishing off a big old plate of potato mochi. Not that I blame her. I'm getting a bit tired of the voices for tonight. My cooking is simply irresistible after all.
If Arceus of the Diamond Clan was somehow involved in that situation with the raging Ursaluna of the Pearl Clan, it could lead the two clans going at each other's throats again.
Tell me, Commander, if we do end up in a struggle with the Pearl Clan, what will your people do? Oh, of course he doesn't wear the actual jacket sleeves.
We would be forced to remain neutral.
Meaning what?
If we were to show support for one side, it would put us at odds with the other. We came here to create a home for ourselves, not to take part in tearing the land apart.
Right, of course. After all the work you've put in to get us to treat one another as equals and keep us from fighting, I suppose it's no surprise you would refuse to intervene if trouble were to break out again.
Xander, perhaps you have some idea how we might address this situation?
Bring out the bear, Ursaluna, so he and Warden Caleb have found you worthy. That's perfect then. Ursaluna should be able to sniff out Urizu wherever she's gone.
If you were strong enough that Ursaluna deemed you worthy, then you would be ready to quell Lilligant's frenzy as well.
I'll head to Lilligant's seat then. Brava Arena, it's called. If you'll excuse me.
Listen well, Xander. You must quell any Pokemon that would cause harm to the people of Hisui. Always remember, we came here to make a new home where we could live without war or strife.
Perfectly spaced out, and in fact, not that much dialogue. In order to beat it, you must unlock the secret Xander Beam move from a special side quest. If I had a signature attack, what would it be? Funny enough, I was actually thinking about this the other day. It was shortly after, last stream where I made a joke that I'd be a psychic electric type. One silly little idea I came up with was, you know there's the Mega Launcher ability. The one that boosts the power of, anything that has Hado in its Japanese name. So that would be most, pulse or sphere moves. Anything that's supposed to be a projectile being launched. Funny enough, I had an idea to actually do a, until morning. If Xander was a Pokemon, I'd like to suggest the idea of having a unique ability, which had the same effect but for anything labeled Beam or Wave. Beam or Wave. Which leaves a pretty interesting selection of moves to pull from. So a Xander Beam unique move would be even stronger. Let's go ahead and wind some things down. Professor is awfully sleepy. So let's make this a slightly shorter stream this time. Thank you everyone for your... Oh, wow. I am really on screen. Yeah, since I have to, unplug one of my monitors to get the, switch hooked up, I actually have to use a different screen, which might make my model a lot bigger in the little window here. Tomorrow, as we have been doing, we should be returning to our collaboration with Dr. Cave. Hopefully, we'll be able to actually finish out the game this time. We're approaching the final 4 levels, so it shouldn't be too difficult to get that one completed. Afterwards, I'm thinking about taking Wednesday off, but Thursday and Friday, we'll be back to, Hollow Knight, and Friday we're actually doing Tekken instead of Guilty Gear. So, we have a very fun week to look forward to. But as I start trying to pick up my game dev hobby stuff, until I have like a more workable demo, I might need to keep my work to the grindstone a bit. Get a lot of, ability Turing complete. So much theory crafting to be going on here. Might be open for a Discord discussion later. But, I might try to work really hard in the game dev thing until I reach a more, steady pace with it. So chances are I'm going to try to do a little bit less streaming in the coming weeks, just to give more time for what I'm wanting to be ambitious about. As well, we're going to go ahead and try to start thinking about what we're doing for a 1-year celebration coming up in about 2 months. Maybe another Noida run, but I'd like to make it different than the previous one we did. So who knows? Probably a 12-hour stream, but I'll see if I can go for 24. Maybe stream until I drop dead. Who knows? Anywho, thank you everyone for your attendance on this lovely short Monday evening. Class is dismissed. and I hope to see you all tomorrow. Dinner time. Thank you, everyone. James, Kayla, King, Original, Brillin, Michael, Ajoy, and I do believe. Oh, wait. There's the fellow who said Tanjiro. Welcome to the class. Ah, sleepy professor.